Welcome to another episode of Beer Belly Pod, where we talk alcohol, and occasionally alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah, pretty much.
And the main subject is definitely alcohol. Our preference of alcohol, though, is beer.
I was going to say wine, my bad.
Just a little bit more specific, because we are divas, is
white
IPAs.
Wine spritzers. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, shit. I showed up at the wrong podcast. It's my bad.
I think we need to cancel AJ. Hashtag.
Yeah, you know, it's for the best, really, to be honest with you. 100% understand.
Cancel. Yeah. So you were on the topic of alcohol?
Oh, shit. I thought this was knitting for old ladies. My bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, that was previous class, AJ. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You would have failed that in anyway.
Nitties,
but yeah, so we do talk about beers, different types of beers, or alcohol. I know I said that several times before, but just basically anything that'll get us drunk. We're planning on reviewing stouts, ales, vodkas, whiskeys, IPAs, stouts,
Hefeweizens, whatever it takes. Porters,
don't matter.
Pilsners, if you will.
As long as it gets us there, we will drive that alcohol down our throats.
Exactly. I thought you were going somewhere different with that. Like, we'll, as decent human beings, drive to the locations where they're available. But no, drive them down our throats is something we all
right down our throats.
Well. Same goes for our pornography career as well. So you're not inaccurate. You're right.
AJ, real question: How much? How much for a full spread right now? OnlyFans, AJ. I need to subscribe. My credit limit is 3 million, but you don't know. You don't know.
Fair enough. I'm going to say...
What is the max? Full access.
$17 a month has full access, but...
Full spread.
You got to send me a DM, additional $20 for the full spread, though. Easy.
I don't think I would subscribe to your OnlyFans. That sounds a little... That's too much work, man.
It's a little steep.
I mean, my dick's already in my hand. Why am I trying to message you even more?
Fair enough.
I already paid the $17. You either charge me the $34 right off the bat, or don't charge me.
Or get off my shit, bro. Okay, fair enough. Well, as John was talking about, we do occasionally love to talk about alcohol, especially beer. So we do have this bad boy right here in front of me, this is like the third episode in a row where we featured a Bottle Logic Brew beer. Have you realized
it's a pretty popular brand.
It is. It really has become one. But yeah, this one is actually a West Coast style IPA, which is pretty awesome.
Look at that art.
I almost forgot the name. It's Odor of Combat, West Coast India Pale Ale.
Of Combat.
7.4 alcohol by volume, which to be honest with you, I respect and appreciate how specific they are on the percentage. Kind of like the Ghost Proton, where it was like 13.73 or something like that. It was kind of fun to be able to realize that they were that specific about it.
The exact percentage it takes me to get messed up. I appreciate it. I don't even mean sarcastic.
No, it helps us do the math, so we appreciate that. When we're unable to do math, we just count the numbers, and then we know that we will be good.
Actually, that's a good idea for an episode. How many percentages does it take for us to get drunk?
We should drink Heineken 0.0 for an episode and see if we actually end up feeling something by the end of it. Probably not, but it's possible.
You don't think so?
It's possible.
So. AJ, I don't even know what it is, and I promise you it can get you drunk off of it.
It's basically like a non-alcoholic or like very low percentage beer that they have. Beer. Like
I'll get you there.
I'll get you there, AJ.
Trust me, I'll guide you. I'll be your spiritual alcoholic guide.
My Sherpa up the mountain of alcohol.
Oh, you know it.
Very nice.
So,
all right.
Should we try this Bottle Logic?
Let's do it. Though real quick, sir. Sorry, I don't know if you hear it from my end, but sorry to break the fourth wall, but I can hear my audio jumping in and out. I don't know if you hear that. But
no, not at all.
Okay, so the last time I heard that, the episode sounded like shit on my end, not your end. So let me end this call, and then I'll re-invite you, okay?
Okay.
Just to make sure that we're good, because I don't know why it's acting like that, but it's pretty bad. I feel like I hear it like once every minute or so.
When you're recording. Are you recording? I see the recording, AJ. I don't know what to do. I've been drinking. So to go into the beer that we're about to drink is a West Coast, which we live in.
True.
Guys, you should be watching. You should be watching the video so you can see my hand expressions.
The cadence. Yes.
West Coast that we live in is the West Coast IPA. What was it called again? Order of Combat.
Yeah.
Bottle Logic, which is like our 10th millionth beer, not by choice. It's just happy coincidence.
It worked out that way, yeah, kind of just by luck.
I think they're like the new Stone. They just pump out so many different styles of beers that I mean, I'm gonna buy it.
It's so cool. Like, yeah, and they're experimenting. I've noticed though of late, at least on social media, they keep posting about like a lot of stouts. But for them to be pumping out like IPAs like this as well, I'm super excited about. That sounds awesome.
Ready to try it?
Let's do it. Heck yeah. Ooh. Episode 8. Here we go. I love the art to this can, by the way. We were talking about this before we started recording, but it's pretty fun. I think I wrote so much glare. Cheers. Let's do it. Ooh. Ooh.
Now,
whoa.
It tastes like a West Coast. It's good though. It's smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just so everybody knows, when AJ and I stocked up on beers, we actually did have this beer on tap. But in my defense, it was one of the very last beers I had, and it's also one of the beers I don't remember having.
Oh, same here, absolutely.
Yeah. So this is, although it's not technically a brand new beer we're having, it is a brand new pre-owned beer.
Yes. Beer we've had once upon a time, but can't remember. So it's kind of a new experience for both of us. It works out.
It's like asking me, hey, how does that brick wall taste that you licked not too long ago?
To be honest, I still would not know what you were talking about, even if I were involved, which I was, apparently.
You were. I don't remember either, but I mean, I did it. I licked a brick wall, but do I remember the taste of it? I would imagine the taste is brick
and something
with
like
a sprinkle of wall, but
yeah,
it's the same thing like this. I mean, I had a beer.
The taste of someone's hand brushed across it, maybe occasionally. Who knows what they had? But this is actually pretty good though. It's not bad.
These guys are the epitome of, if we put out enough of it, enough people will drink it and they will like something.
Yeah.
And I will say that a majority of the beers I've enjoyed. It's only like 2 or 3 where I'm just kind of like, this is not for me.
No, true that. I mean, one thing that we've said in the earlier episodes of this podcast, and we'll repeat it forever, is that we kind of miss when more breweries, more mainstream ones like Stone, you mentioned earlier, were more experimental. Just throw shit on the wall and see what sticks. I feel like that's what Bottle Logic Brewing is doing right now, you know? Based in Anaheim, California, too, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty tight. Yeah, I mean,
it in the can.
With everything going on patio serving wise, I've heard that they are very much open for business. You just got to order some grub and then enjoy your beer with it. So I would recommend doing so. It'd be fun if maybe we try to plan like a meetup at that spot sometime.
I would love to.
That'd be
100%.
Really fun. So if any of you that are watching or listening would like to do something like that, let us know. Hopefully by the next episode you listen to, we'll have an announcement for that. But yeah, that would be super fun. That would be super fun. I would love that. Hell yeah, dude.
7 episodes in one night.
Yes.
All the beers they have brewed. We'll do it. We won't remember, but we'll do it.
But it'll happen. It'll have happened for sure. All right. I switched you over to being host, sir. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I don't want that power. How do I send it back to you? I don't want that evil on me.
It did give me the option to reclaim it. I don't know if that's necessary, but possible. For sure.
No, don't take it from me.
I probably shouldn't have done it mid recording because now I can hear myself talking in my headset, which is freaking me out. But yeah,
you can hear yourself talk to yourself.
It's like a weird delay thing going on right now. It's very weird.
Oh, I'm not getting any of that.
Oh, I'm glad you're not getting it, but for whatever reason, I'm hearing it big time right now. It's freaking me out. But on the other hand, this beer, pretty delicious though, not bad. I was actually really excited about this episode because, like you were mentioning earlier, I don't remember the last time I've actually had a West Coast style IPA. So to be enjoying this right now is pretty tight.
It's been a cool minute because we actually spoke earlier, and you actually said that, and I was gonna say we did have one recently, but we had like a West Coast style ale. It wasn't. It was a West
Mm.
Coast style because I remember telling you I like West Coast style IPAs. So I'm excited to try a different type of brew that is still West Coast style. Which what the
Right.
fuck does that even?
I would love to hear what the prep difference is, what the brewing, I guess steps are to that in comparison to other styles of IPA. I have no idea what that would even consist of, but it sounds exciting. I'm
And
totally into
imagine a
that
little
idea.
sand from the beach, a little bit of sweat from LA people, and maybe a little bit of spit from celebrities that were born and raised in the West Coast is what
Exactly.
I would imagine.
You go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, you sweep up some of the dirt and grime that's on those stars, you put them in a little jar, you shake it around, and you put it in your beer, and that's kind of what you get. Toss a little lime, and you're good to go. You have yourself a Michelada.
So, f- fun IPA fact: West Coast IPAs are aggressively hopped to achieve big, bitter flavors like grapefruit peel, lemon, rend, and peppery pine.
Okay, I can get the pepperiness a little bit from this.
Yeah,
I can get
yeah.
that. Well, the reason why I made a face during my first sip of this was because it did come off a little aggressive. Now that I'm tasting it more so, I don't feel like it's as brutish as say like a
It's no,
double or triple IPA. It's not quite to
it's your
that caliber.
standard West Coast,
Yeah,
which is
it's a
great.
standard IPA in my mind, but a little more full. Like it's not like a Wolf Pup from Golden Road where it's like a. It definitely doesn't taste like a cheap IPA. You know what I mean? It just doesn't taste like a big bruiser either.
I have a random question to ask you, AJ. What is the last IPA, just IPA that you loved?
You know what? That I love.
Enjoy by. That's not standard.
That's like a double,
Mine is
technically.
mine is delicious.
Delicious. I think that's considered a double too, isn't it? Isn't delicious like 8%?
I don't think it's a double though.
I want to say
Content doesn't
delicious.
mean anything.
A delicious IPA, I want to say is like a good 7.5, if not like 8.2%. I might be thinking of Ruination though, by Stone Brewing. That is. If anyone knows, see if you can answer before John gets to the answer right now.
No,
Are you
no,
googling it?
no, 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 no. You put me on the spot now. I don't want to find the answer.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
googling it right now.
I was
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
delicious
curious now that you mention it. I don't
IPA.
know. Hmm. I'm gonna say delicious IPA is at least 7.5, if not 8%. That's just me though. Final answer 7.9.
So wait, do you want me to find the content or the
Yes.
style of brew it is?
I'm curious about the content myself.
Well, I found it on the Stone Brewery.
Okay.
And my legal age of drinking, AJ, how old am I? It's an Indian pale and it's 7.7%.
Wow, 7.7. Okay, so I expected more from it. That's my bad.
It's a standard boy, which is my favorite. So, what's
Yeah.
yours?
Standard boys are a way to go. Delicious
They're
is
not.
delicious is such a good guess though. I like delicious a lot. It's like a
It's not a guess. That was what I know was my favorite IPA. What the
I'm
fuck?
I'm
My
sorry. I
second
didn't
is
mean
a
to guess. I just mean that was a
Stardust.
very good answer. Sorry. It was a very good
There you go. Correct yourself.
part of my
Not treat
vocabulary.
yourself. Correct yourself.
Amen, sir. Oh man, favorite just straight up IPA. I will admit this: when we went to Tustin Brewing Co. recently, I was enjoying the IPAs we had. They were just nice to
They
sip
were
on.
really good, right?
And decent alcohol
I'm not.
content. Those were 7.5s, and those were really good. Those are super good.
My favorite is the Sanitary IPA.
The
I went there
sedentary was
recently.
pretty dang bomb.
I went there recently before the
Sedimentary, pardon me.
recent time,
Uh-huh.
and it's my favorite. But I also love the 24-year or the 24 anniversary year IPA,
That was the
and they
first
had
one we
another
had
one
that night.
that I don't
Super good.
remember off the top of my head.
Mm.
They have the Old Town, which I'm whatever about.
Those are the three we had, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't we bounce back and
Uh,
forth between those three? We had
You're
3
right.
beers that night.
We had the Old Town. Yep.
I think we tried one of each because first we started with the 23rd anniversary, and then we did the
24.
sedimentary 24th anniversary for Tustin, and then we did the sedimentary, and then we did the Old Town, or flip flop the last two. I forget which, but either way, I believe we tried all 3 IPAs.
We got the job was done.
Oh yeah, it was bomb.
And some whiskey right
Yeah.
after at the end.
What was the whiskey we had?
Buffalo Trace.
It might have been. I wouldn't doubt that. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Now that you mention it, it's a very popular whiskey nowadays, dude. Like these past 5 years, Buffalo Trace bourbon has gone way up.
I'm a whistle pig kind of person. So.
Oh, no, I can't wait for Vegas. That
or
way
good
we can
whiskeys. I recently bought a double oaked Woodford Reserve.
Nice.
So it's like 2 steps up from the standard, and it's pretty good. I was surprised, and it's not expensive. It was only like $60, and I was like, "This is not bad."
Not bad. I see that sounds good. I know I've bought my stepdad a bottle of Woodford Reserve once, but it was like their standard bottle. I don't think he cared for it very much, but I was excited to at least try it. And for me, the bourbon anyway, it tasted pretty good. It had a good amount of bite, but a little bit of sweetness to it as well, which was nice. I super loved that. Super chill.
So I have to ask you, AJ, between a Bloody Mary and a Michelada, which one would you have?
The great debate. Bloody Mary
It's
or
not it's not a great debate. The fact that you said that, I don't even know if I want to hear your answer, regardless of what the answer is.
I'll say this. Peek behind the curtains. John is definitely more of a Bloody Mary man, which is fine. That's good. I think
it's not fine. It's amazing. It's a quality trait. That's a trait you tell your wife.
What I think is that I need, as your friend, I need to take you to a spot where they make specific types of micheladas, where they're just bomb, where they pack the amount of spice you want, the amount of flavor, and you can use decent beers as well.
And I'm going to take you to a place that uses just the standard of ingredients, and it's better than any of the top ingredients that you're telling me about.
I hope so. I hope so.
That's the difference between the two, my friend. V8, vodka, Tapatio.
You could do the same for a michelada if you want. It just depends. Depends on the place it's making it.
What beer you going to use? Cheap beer? Yeah.
I would probably use like a good ale or lager. That's true. That's true. But I enjoy the carbonation of it, though. I really do.
It's just not for me.
Fair enough. Well, I remember
if I know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell me.
I was going to say. So my favorite spot to get a michelada nowadays. I've only I shouldn't say it's my favorite because I've only had it there once, but it was like pre-COVID back in October. Sin and I, we went to downtown Disney after a day of fun at Disneyland. And there's this Italian spot in downtown Disney called Naples. And we sat at the outside bar, and the michelada was way overpriced. It was like $20 or $30 for one. It was ridiculous. They had like 2 different options for a michelada, whichever one you wanted. We chose one. It was a $30 option. Don't ever spend $30 on a michelada, people. Granted, this was my favorite, probably my favorite michelada I've ever had, though, because the balance of spice to lime to carbonation, was off the charts. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. That said, I had a great day before that. What's that?
Sounds like you overpaid.
Right. Well, luckily, the beer was bought for me that day. It was her treat, but even still. Yeah, it was expensive as fuck. I couldn't believe how expensive it was. But you pay for the area, for the view, for the atmosphere, and all that. But
you're paying for the alcohol. Sorry, AJ. Sorry.
Nah, I don't
justify the michelada that you paid $30 for, or somebody else paid for.
Yeah, it was like $27, $30, something weird like that.
I mean, if my Bloody Mary was more than $20 and I'm in Vegas, I would probably pass.
They better pour like Belvedere in there or something like that. Yeah.
Guess what? They don't have to, because it's a standard Bloody Mary.
There you go.
Even with cheap vodka, you don't taste the cheapness as much. I feel like with a michelada, if a Corona is in there, or a Dos Equis or just something else. I just feel like you can just taste that nasty beer.
I feel you. That
It's just me.
You're not proud of it.
It's just me. I just don't like those type of beers. I've had them. I've had a lot of them. I've probably had more of like Coronas than most people
I feel
in
you.
my life.
I wouldn't
But
doubt.
if you had to tell me, do you want your Corona in some V8 juice with some spice, or if you want your Corona with some lime, I'm probably gonna have it with the lime.
Just the lime alone.
Why am I gonna fill myself up with V8 juice at that point?
For the healthiness, I guess.
I just think they're so light and they're so smooth that why do I need to put more to it?
Fair
Vodka,
enough.
you can't drink vodka in 12 ounces. You will be messed up.
You'll be destroyed.
Vodka is a little bit more tolerable in V8 juice, and it's better in V8 juice, in my opinion. It's just the way I love it.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
And this is coming from a guy who's had most of the UV collection
Together
at the time. At the time, who knows how much is expanded now? But in what 2010,
2009, somewhere around there, yeah, we had our fair share.
We basically had the entire collection, maybe short of one.
Maybe short of like one or so at the time. I think the only thing that we were missing was one of like the huge bottles they have, where it was like just as tall but like twice as wide, and they had like some exclusive flavor at the time. I forget which.
Whatever the fuck it was.
Right.
And the only flavor I still remember to this day is vanilla. And that's because I barely touch the stuff.
I don't blame you.
Gagging. You and Hugo drank that shit.
It was a nightmare.
Old friend. Very old friend.
Yeah. Good old Hugo. The only thing is we drank it because it was what was going to get us there at the time. We were 21. Figured why not? Anyway,
well, you were 21, but yes.
Sorry,
don't underage drink.
My internet connection is still boo, so I'm gonna end this and I'll call you back again. I'm gonna restart my computer. It's bad. So to you that's watching and listening, we'll be back in just a second for you. Be right back. Oh man, this episode is gonna be a doozy to fucking edit. Welcome back, because this is probably the third or 20,000th jump cut we've had for this episode.
It's basically done now, AJ.
I'm glad to hear it, but at least, you know what, at the very least, I'm barely hearing stuttering on my end now, so at least I'm not losing my mind quite as much. Oh, no, wait, there it goes again. Great. I'm sorry if the audio quality isn't that great. Hopefully it's only in my ears and not for you that's listening. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
If not, I might have to fire you and replace you with the second John.
I'm like about 2/3 through this beer. I think I'm going to take a big glug just to get us through this episode a little bit more.
I'm like right here.
Ooh, you're a little bit more. You're a little bit less than I am. Okay, I'll try to catch up with you right now.
I'm about to finish it.
2, 1, a glug. Holy Jesus! Yep, that did it. Woo! All right, well, this is what you watch us for, right? For enthralling jump cuts, and all of a sudden we're drinking heavy beer.
Chug beers. Why the fuck not, right?
Did I mention I have to open tomorrow at work? Great.
I think I go in earlier than you do, so I think
you probably do.
You are feeling the burn I typically feel when we record these episodes during the week.
Yeah. Well, no, don't get me wrong. I felt that burden. I've woken up and been like,
it's not fun.
Why do we do this again?
For you, the fans, the 3 to 20,000 fans, you might be at the 3, you might be at the 20,000. You're probably at
we're somewhere in there. Exactly, somewhere in there. That said, so I'm gonna pull up the Twitter handle real quick, but I figure we might as well announce our winner for our IPA. I'm sorry, our Russian River IPA giveaway. If you would like to,
and
shall we get into it?
Rivers.
All right.
But yes, we should. Just stay professional.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, so the actual winner for our Russian River IPA giveaway, hear us out. We had 3 top prizes. First place prize, which we're going to be announcing for this episode. Just throwing this out there
John,
for you.
The host of Beer Bellies.
Oh, so
that's with a Z, not with an S.
Oh, so different podcast then, right?
Different John, different podcast.
Right. This is Beer Belly, but those Beer Bellies guys, super great though, for sure.
They're from Belize, from what I
Oh,
from my
that
understanding.
we need to move to Belize just so that way we can take that name, Beer Belize. That needs to be a thing
Oh, you
so
know it.
hard. Okay, we need to move there that way before anyone. That way we do it before anyone else takes the name. I should say.
Agree.
Absolutely, Beer Belize. You're a
John
genius.
from Belize, I'm coming for you.
He will kill you so he can take on your persona from now on.
And
That's
take your
just the way it
beers,
works.
mostly for the beers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So for Kuro Mikami from Twitter is the one who won the first place prize. So congrats to you. I'm so happy you get to enjoy not only a Pliny the Elder double IPA, but you win a Blind Pig IPA, a Happy Hops IPA, a Mind Circus Hazy IPA, and then of course the
El
two-stage.
Presidente.
That is right. The double dry hopped double IPA, as John said, Pliny for president. So congratulations. Yeah,
For
enjoy,
winning the
man.
almost six-pack package.
It's 5 quality ass beers from from the
It's gonna
San
come in a
Francisco
six-pack
area.
package, but that sixth beer you're gonna pull out and it's gonna have an IOU with the sad face on it.
We owe you that one.
We
But not
don't, though. We don't.
right. Luckily, you happen to live close enough to us to where we can, meet up and snap some pictures together for the podcast. So if you feel comfortable enough, we'll post you on our socials and all that. So it should be a fun time. But I'm just excited that we have ourselves a winner, and I look forward to the next giveaway. So whatever you want us to give away next time, you who are
Let us
listening and
know.
watching, let us know. Do you prefer an Amazon gift card, something more
Maybe some
universal? Do you
Beer
want some
Merc.
beer? Exactly. You want some
Who
mercantile?
knows?
Let us know. That would be sick. That would be sick.
Ooh.
But yeah, so congratulations to you, of course.
Congratulations for
I
your
can't wait.
almost six-pack.
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough. For your almost six-pack.
To be fair, it costs more than a standard 6-pack.
Then a standard six-pack, yes, but that's not the point. It's 5 out of 6.
You're still not winning 6.
So you're winning an almost six-pack. That is the kind of quality we bring to you guys.
That's what we should have named this giveaway, the almost 6-pack IPA giveaway.
Something like the next one. I will purposely drink the 6th one to make it almost 6. Because I love you guys, and that's the only reason I would do it. Not because I'm a raging alcoholic who loves alcohol.
To the next winner who gets beer, if we happen to give beer away for a future giveaway, John will chug the beer right in front of you before we give you the rest of the 6-pack.
And I'll drink it quick.
Right.
You don't even know.
Your heart's going to get broken in like 10 seconds. So I hope you're ready for that. I actually have a cousin who he has an Instagram account based around him being good at chugging beers. So we should probably bring him on one of these days just to watch how trashed he gets. He's a really sweet guy too. He's my cousin Ethan. Shout outs to you, Ethan. Love you, buddy. Yeah, we have to bring him on. Maybe he'll be the one.
Challenge him.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. You both are big boys,
will.
and I think it would be a great contest. I'm saying the next giveaway we do beer for anyway, you both should chug a beer in the winner's face. So whoever wants a beer chugged in their face, let us know. beerbellypod@gmail.com. Email us, and we'll be happy to oblige. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
On that note, shall we grab the other beer? Because we still have a whole other beer to drink.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right. We'll see you guys in just a second. You have your beard right next to you?
Not like right next to me, but close enough next to me.
Enough
for me to plug while you're running off.
That's the plan. I hate to put it on you, but I appreciate that you do a good job of it.
I won't, but it's okay. Go ahead and leave. I'm gonna talk all the shit while you're gone.
That's usually how it goes. Be back in 5, 4, probably T-1 minute.
AJ, you a bitch.
48.
Just playing, everybody. If you want to follow us, send us any messages, any beer, alcohol suggestions, you can message us at beerbellypod@gmail or at Instagram and also at Twitter, because those are the only 3 that matter. Again, we will basically drink almost anything that you recommend? I mean, if it makes us blind, makes us hallucinate, we'll probably have a group meeting about it, discuss it, and if we figure it's okay, which it's always okay, we will probably drink it. So again, if you have any kind of beer suggestions, any kind of topic suggestions you want us to just talk about while we're drunk, it's something we love to talk about. You can go ahead and send us a follow, DM, anything. I don't care. Just talk to us. We're lonely.
And
At
he's back.
beervalleypod.com.
Still can't hear what John's saying though. Sorry, I interrupted.
Beer Belly Bot. Hey, do you?
Nice. Oh, so you were plugging. Very good.
No, not at all. I was talking shit.
That too. All right. So next up, this is John's choice, or no, Yvonne's choice.
Yes, it is. She recommended it.
You should show the people because you have less glare on your screen. Sorry, I could not say that without burping.
This can is gonna come in like this cat, lunar,
in a lunarific type of way, defying gravity every float of the way. Pretty sure I saw a movie by Sandra Bullock like that before.
It's a shitty movie. Lunar Kitten.
It was definitely disappointing, wasn't it?
It was Sandra Bullock's bad day.
Yes.
West Coast IPA, the Lunar Kitty, the kitty who's having a better day than Sandra Bullock's bad day.
Exactly.
And
at least this one seems to be smiling a little bit.
Absolutely no CGI. It's all right here.
It's the real deal we got here for you, folks. So enjoy yourselves.
What's the content? AJ, tell me.
Okay, so the last one was 7.4. This one is a whopping, heavy, unbelievable 7.5.
Grand champion.
1/10 stronger. A whole 7.5.
I just need you to do this for me. Can you please read the description to me?
Oh, sure. I'd be happy to.
Please.
So what I'm seeing here is a Lunar Kitten West Coast IPA. Destination Meowter Space.
Yeah,
Simcoe.
Meowter Space.
Perfectly crushable with just the right amount of catitude. Clawsome notes of Simcoe, the most feline of hops, with tales of darkness. Who loves Kitty? Police. So that's this is by Los Angeles Ale Works. So real quick, we have a guest appearance right now for the pod for the first time. We have my dad, aka Papa Burgundy. I asked him if he wanted to share a couple thoughts about planning for president, because right before recording this, if you couldn't tell, we're a little obliterated. And we had by Russian River Brewing Co. the offshoot of Pliny the Elder, like we've talked about, like we featured in past episodes, Planning for President, the double dry hopped 2-stage double IPA. Dad, you want to come in here real quick?
Yo, how y'all doing out there?
Get a little closer.
Papa Burgundy here. Yeah, it was a great day
Papa Burgundy.
Do you remember the name of the place we went to?
Oh, yeah, it was called Hollingshead. Hollingshead Deli. Excellent place. How you doing, Big Johnny?
I'm drunk.
He says he's drunk.
Oh, is he drunk? Ditto. For shittos, everybody.
He's in my headphones right now.
Full-bodied beer is great. Awesome.
You gotta go there sometime.
Which one does he like more?
He's asking which one do you like more. But wait, between what, John? The Elder
Pliny
and President?
the Elder, yeah.
Okay, between the Elder and President, what do you like more?
I'm still a Pliny the Elder.
That's the same thing my dad said.
I do love that.
He says his dad said the same thing.
The same way. Although I did love the Pliny for President, I got to go with Pliny the Elder.
He hears you, for sure.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
Yep. Good choice. Good man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll take a drink to that then?
Yeah.
Lunar Kitten. Let's do it.
Lunar Kitten.
You want to taste this one? No, I gave you a taste of this winner. You're good. Not bad. Yeah, so we're all three of us sharing this one together right now.
It's
not
a
bad,
good beer.
It's not bad at all.
Right? What did your dad think about it?
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I was begging for more.
John's asking how you feel about it.
You was begging for more.
Come close
Please,
to the mic.
sir.
Come close.
I love
More
it, Johnny.
beer.
It's really good beer, man.
How does it
It's
compare
good
to other IPAs?
It's a little lighter. It's got a little.
It's not though.
Kind of peppier little taste to it.
John said the same thing earlier. He said peppery.
It has a little pepper to it. Yeah, it's
Didn't
nice.
you say the same thing, John?
That was the previous bottle.
But still, West Coast IPA, right?
Yes. The description fits it.
Oh yeah. But anyways, you guys all enjoy out there.
All right.
We're enjoying.
Papa Burgundy, everybody. Thank you very much.
Burgundy.
Give him some love.
He is the Papa.
Crazy
We
guy.
should definitely make it like a Papa Burgundy minute.
Oh, absolutely. For
But
sure.
we should also do it, AJ. I don't know if he listens to the podcast where we are already drinking a beer that's really fucking disgusting, and you pour him a little bit and bring him in. I would love to hear your dad's description on beers that are gross.
Twing. We should have done that for a couple of the other beers we've had in previous episodes for sure.
Oh man, AJ.
That would have been a great decision.
Now, I want everybody to know that I've had this beer at least twice before this recording.
Mm-hmm.
I love this beer. I think it's
nice.
unbelievably smooth, and I think it's
Yes.
one of the best West Coast IPAs I've ever had.
I have
think
to agree.
The balance between the bitterness and the flavorness is perfect, and both of them aren't overwhelming. Like they're at a good medium, but they're perfectly balanced.
Neither of the two are too crazy. Absolutely.
No.
This one tastes even lighter than the former, and yet it's slightly stronger, which is crazy. But if anything, I feel the same way about this beer that I do about Soft Top Ale by Port Brewing, in that I feel like I could sip it all day, dude. I feel like I can just enjoy it to where it tastes like an IPA.
So good.
It has the content of an IPA for sure. And yeah, I won't feel like super heavy and bloated after drinking a few of them, you know? It's really nice. And
Crazy to think that
it doesn't hurt that the canned like art is freaking beautiful though. I know that I have heavy glare on my screen right now, but it's freaking awesome.
Here we go. Dun, oh, I got some pretty bad glare too. So this is easily one of my most favorite IPAs. I will be honest with the pod. I thought I finished this. When AJ said, hey, let's drink these Lunar Kitties, I was in full panic mode.
Right? Like, oh, shit.
I know for a fact I had one before I went to my parents, and I know for a fact I shared one with my dad. And I know for a fact that when I shared it with my dad, I loved it the first time I had it. So when AJ said, hey, let's review this one, I was like, oh, shit.
All this means is that we need to restock more beer because we haven't stocked up in like 2 months.
That's good, though. That
it is
shows
good.
How much we have stocked up on.
Yep. Absolutely.
But this, and I've had this conversation with my father recently, too, is one of just easily the best IPAs I've ever had. So when I found out I had one more of these, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna go down."
Must be missing an angel.
Oh, and it is. Trust me.
We're gonna get copyright struck for that.
Your singing wasn't good enough to match to the algorithm. You're good.
Fair enough. You're absolutely right. Insulting and rude, but incorrect.
It's
not so much.
true.
Exactly.
No,
are you wrong though? No.
Not even close, AJ. Not even close.
I don't know if John plugged this enough, but if you do feel like listening to the video or watching the video episodes of this show, just search on YouTube Beer Belly Podcast.
I didn't plug us. Yep.
Oh, what were you doing the whole time? I can't wait to find out.
Our Instagram, our Twitter, and
no, that's fine. You were plugging. You just didn't plug
and
YouTube.
Our Gmail.
That's all good, baby.
And I forgot about all the streaming services they can listen to us on. Wow. I'm bad host. I'm sorry. Alcohol in my system.
We have plenty of time to talk about that, sir. I wouldn't even worry about it.
This guy right here, drunk. Don't listen to him.
What's funny is that I believe the image might be mirrored, and so you might be pointing the wrong way. There you go.
Don't listen to this guy. You know what? Don't listen to this guy.
I'm going to say fuck that guy and hope for the best. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck these guys. I don't know where you're at, AJ, but I'm pointing both directions.
That guy. Kind of. Anyway.
AJ, wait. If you fall in this direction, fuck you. If you end up in this direction, fuck you.
At the very least,
I think we're covered.
Yeah, it's not unwarranted. I'll give you that much. You know, if I don't not deserve it. I'll put it that way.
Definitely.
I'm going to call this episode, just because I'm a narcissistic bastard, my birthday episode. So, welcome to my birthday. I'm excited. I'm about to be a billion years old. Hit us with the facts? What kind of facts you want to know about? What words of wisdom do you want from my age that I'm about to spill on you right now?
The date you were born
You want my driver's license number
day.
2? My social security?
And the 32-year-old fact you can give us about life at this point.
Yeah.
So
32-year-old
prove
fact
you're
about
32.
life.
Wait, what year were you born?
I'm not going to say that. That's too precious of information.
1982.
Yeah, sure.
I
We'll go with
think.
that. We'll go with that.
I think. And you were born on, you did say your birthday was this month. So I'm going to assume your birthday was in October.
Something like that. March, but you're close. You're close. Good call.
Now hit me
Anyway.
with the old people facts of 44 years old.
Okay. 57, but close enough. I would say, honestly, it's so cliche, but at the end of the day, I'm going to give you the straight up answer, not the funny, dumb answer.
Watch more Marvel movies.
Yes, but make time for Batman versus Superman, the Ultimate Edition. And especially
Oh, I'm
Suicide
gone.
Squad.
I'm sorry. I'm out. Watch the video, guys.
I'll see you later. No, but seriously though, nah, dude. I still don't mind Batman versus Superman. Don't mind it. It's not that bad of a movie. That's what 32 years of age will give you. Now, ask me 2 days from now when I'm actually 32, and maybe I'll change my mind. I'll turn my opinion around. But for now, pre 32 for 2 days, Batman versus Superman. It's not the best movie, but it's not the worst either. Come at me.
Okay.
Hashtag
I'm coming
DC
at
Comics.
you though, bro. I'm seeing you in person tomorrow, and I will have at
You
least
are.
a butter knife on me. I will come at your skull.
Hear that? He's going to come at my skull. He's going to jerk off and hope it hits my skull. Great.
I don't hope. My aim is on point.
I'm sorry for
I hope
headphone
you don't
users.
go blind during the incident is what I hope.
I told you not to aim for the eyes. Why the eyes?
It's all I know how to aim for.
Jesus Christ. I was damaged as a child. I'm sorry. It's all I know now. That's what you get for 30 years of life. 32 years of life, yeah.
So,
That's all the wisdom you get. Don't aim for the
AJ.
eyes.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Go for it.
An important question. The greatest question of all time. If you rubbed a lamp at the right time, at the right momentum, and a genie came out, what would your 3 wishes be?
Ooh. Can I wish for more wishes?
No.
Ooh.
Just
Okay.
Aladdin rules. Aladdin rules. You can't bring somebody back from the dead. You can't make somebody fall in love with you. And you can't ask for a million wishes. Aladdin
Okay.
rules.
How about, I feel like this would help me coast for the rest of my life. $50 million would be the first wish.
Okay.
$50 million.
50 million.
Second
Wish is set in stone. You can't change your mind. It's set. You made the wish.
First wish, done. His golden bracelets, a little looser now.
Just a bit.
Just a little bit. If I need to, I can rein them right back in them. Like, hey, blue boy,
You still
you
got
ain't
2
going
more
anywhere
wishes.
yet. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
You ain't leaving Niagara Ball yet now. Hold on.
Cool 50 million. Cool 50 million.
It's
What are the
enough
other
for
two?
me to be able to retire one day, like 40 years from now. And plus,
Okay.
maybe my kids, if I have kids,
Okay.
they'll have something to relax on
You
too.
will. Baby,
Oh.
I'm pregnant. 4 of them are yours. The 5th one not. Figure that shit out.
I'll take 4.
You can ask the genie for the answer because you still got 2 more wishes.
Nah,
So,
not worth it. I'm willing to let the last one be mystery
now,
flavor.
I
That's
have to
okay.
point this out. Look at AJ. Do you see where my finger's at?
Wally.
is staring at you intensely, wondering what the other 2 wishes are.
That's so hard. I would
Again, watch
say,
the video, guys.
God, that's so hard. Now that you put me on the spot. Okay, 50 million, just to make sure, you know what? Family's good. If my wife wanted a Sancho on the side, another lover, she could be like, you know what, baby, I can afford you, but at the end of the day, I got old lazy bones next to me. You know what I mean?
Right?
All right. Second wish. Shit. Second wish. I mean, the 50 million is all I really need.
That's it. You're done. You're good. You're
No,
cool. That's it.
no,
That's
no.
fine.
I mean, if I got 2 wishes, I've got 2 wishes. I can't just let
You're
him
thinking too
go.
long. Come on, just say
I'm
them
sorry.
already.
I've never been asked this before.
I'm
I don't think
asking
I've
you
been
right
asked this
now.
since
This
I
is
was
the
like
first time.
7 years old. So
So you
like
had a general idea
27
what
years.
you wanted.
All right, fine. 50 million. 50 million.
Okay, that's the first wish established. Done. Cool.
Second wish.
Second wish.
I would have to say, God. Oh, God. I would probably say, oh, just to have like a nice boost in natural musical talent.
What
Like
you
just,
need.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
playing
I'm not,
AJ.
no.
You're an amazing artist. Continue though.
That's not the case at all, but I appreciate you saying something nice like that. But no, I would like a good boost in natural musical talent. I would love that.
Okay.
Third wish.
Okay.
Third wish. Oh man. This is also going to be cliche, but I would wish, if it's possible, just for humanity to learn to learn how to get along better. That would have to be the final wish. Just how to get along better and then execute
Okay.
on it. That's all. Well, so
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's a little cheesy and a little boring, but honestly, that's the case.
Well, your answer is wrong. All three of them are wrong. The correct answer to
Please.
what is your first wish when you find a genie is where the fuck do I find all the other genies? That is
Very good question.
That is the way around the you can't ask for infinity wishes. That's cool, bro. That's cool. Where are your homeboys?
Where to rest that though?
Right?
Cool.
And then guess what? Once I get told, second wish, send me to
wish.
all of them.
Nice.
Right. You got that? You got that? You know what the third wish is?
Numero
Make
tres.
sure AJ never gets that musical wish.
Damn.
And guess what? I have 50 other genies to have more wishes. because I'm
Canceling
smart,
out
bro.
the wishes for AJ to have musical talent wish. I feel
That's
that.
the last one. That's the fuck you. The last two are because I'm smart, bro.
I'm gonna be like, I wish to have more musical talent, and then you're gonna be like, your wish
guess
is
what?
my
Guess what?
command. Oh shit!
Guess what, AJ? I'm gonna grant that wish with genie number 4, but genie number 5 gone.
Take it
And
away.
I still got another 45 genies because I made the right wish. You want to AJ? Didn't think about it before the pod. This is off the top of the head.
You make a wish, bitch. Jesus Christ.
Your wishes are weak. This is why I'm a winner and you drink alcohol. Wait, I'm drinking alcohol.
Your wish is my whim, son of a bitch. God damn. Fair enough.
I'm glad you did the correct answers.
I appreciate the
know.
correct answers. I see the incorrection in my ways, the fault of my ways. I apologize, but thank you for educating me on what the proper wishes are now.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
But your wishes are wasted. And guess what? Your musical talent gone. I canceled that.
Done.
Gone.
Dunzo. No longer can I play Beethoven 7th or whatever the fuck.
Where are you at with this beer? I'm less than half. I'm enjoying it.
Samesies, but I mean, I did have a little help from Papa Burgundy, but I'm at a good like 1/3 left of the beer, a quarter of it, actually more like a quarter of it left. Unfortunately, not that much. I'm kind of sad about it.
It's really smooth, right? For 7.5, unbelievably smooth. Almost a genie wish. I've been my 7th genie.
That's Go ahead.
I found all 50. Because I asked the right wish.
Yeah, but this is intergalactic genie. That one's got to mean something different, though, right? It's out of this world, though.
You're right. Genie number 45. Out. Find me intergalactic genies.
Exactly. And for my third wish, kill intergalactic genie. Oh, there's oxygen on Saturn? Not no more.
Done. Genie number 37. Bring AJ back from the dead. First wish. Second wish. Put him back to the dead. Third wish. Bring him back. Remembering the 2 previous wishes.
Why does he make me go through this?
Because homeboy, I got 50 genies. I asked the right wish.
I like how the number is 50 for you. What
I
if there
mean, I
weren't
would
50 more
imagine there's a
genies?
limit.
There's gotta
If there
be.
weren't,
What if there weren't more? What if there's like 12? 12's still
then
good.
on the 10th genie, I would ask for more genies to be created. And then on the 11th genie, I would ask to find the other genies.
Nice. All right.
Loopholes, my friend.
Fair enough. Plot twist. Who's the better genie, Will Smith or Robin Williams?
Robin Williams. Next question.
Damn. Straight up. Yeah, you're right, though. For real.
Well, I don't want to be this guy, but although I really did enjoy Will Smith's Genie,
He
you
was
can
fun.
obviously tell he took a lot of inspiration from, like a lot, like 83% of his role was Robin Williams, and the other 27% was Will Smith figuring out how can he change being from Robin Williams.
Yes. Which,
The
I
movie
mean,
was the movie was drastically different,
in a good way, I think.
but I think the Genie was the same.
Yeah, I agree. For sure.
Which, I mean, it's hard to compete with a role that was only done like 25 years ago.
Right.
And I know that's a long time, but it's not. At least in terms in cinema, I don't think it is. I don't think it's enough time for Will Smith to say Robin Williams made this movie 40 years ago. It's time for me to do my own twist. This is more like he did it 20 years ago, and can I compete with what he did?
Right. Which probably would sound like even less of an amount of time if he had done it even better than Robin Williams, which subjectively we believe probably didn't. No offense. I'm sure even Will Smith feels the same way. What's that?
I feel like he did the same with a bit of a twist.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, it shook it up a
It
little
wasn't
bit.
bad.
No,
I don't
not
think
at
it
all.
was bad. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to stress is I don't think it was bad. I just think that how do you compete with somebody like that? That's like saying, hey, I'm going to make another Titanic. No, bro, it's too soon. It really is. Batman, you can remake Batman 1,000 times because there's 1,000 stories of Batman.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Iron Man. You can make 1,000 stories of Iron Man or 1,000 movies because there's 1,000 stories of Iron Man. But I don't remember what we're talking about because I'm intoxicated.
I'm going to do some cocaine, but instead, let's do baking soda. Not quite the same.
Is that not what you do regularly? Oh, shit.
Something like that. No, sea salt. That's where you're mistaken. Sea salt.
Sea salt.
About the same bite. Pretty much.
AJ, I'm so sad that I'm almost done with this beer.
Me too. It's been a nice one. That just means we need to have it again sometime soon. I can't wait.
I got this beer like 4 months ago, man.
I know. I remember when you gave it to me. You gave this to me before we went shopping at Hollingshead for our last haul, which, like we mentioned earlier, we're getting close to being done with it. We have like maybe 4 to 6 beers left, which is like 2 to 3 episodes left of beer, which is still a good amount.
I think when we're in our vacation spot, there's a Bevmo very close to where we're at. So I think if we really wanted to, we can restock then. I'm not very worried.
Wouldn't hurt. We're taking the same drive there and back together, so we might as well. We don't have to worry about it.
We're also taking the same drive back, so we can stop by the Total Wine in California.
Yes, it would be smarter.
In California, we live in an amazing state. That's all I gotta say. Our alcohol selection, the best,
top notch, easily
the best. We are spoiled.
It's so true. I mean, I imagine there's probably like underground spots across the country, probably in major cities more so, like New York and something like that, where they can get cool brew like this. In fact, just to throw it out there, if you are from somewhere other than California and you get cool craft beer like this, let us know where you're from. Hit us up on Twitter and Instagram at BeerBellyPod and let us know. I would love to hear where you're coming from and send a picture of the brew that you picked up recently because I'm super excited to know what you're talking about.
Yeah. The most top rated beer IPA in the country is in Massachusetts from, I believe.
Oh, wow. From Boston?
Where Heady Topper.
Yes. The Heady Topper. Still have never tried it myself, but I know you have, right?
I've had it twice.
Jealous.
Because I live in an amazing city where I can get it. I can take my lunch and I will fucking rush off. But yes, Although from having that very top beer, Pliny the Younger is better. But that might
for
just be
sure.
because I'm a Californian.
A little biased. East Coast, West Coast rivalry.
Maybe just a bit, but I don't think so. I don't.
You think it's just natural quality? It is what it is.
I think because the Younger is so exclusive and it's so time sensitive that not everybody gets to have it compared to the Heady Topper.
That's true. Okay.
I think that's. I just think there are more good reviews of the Heady Topper than there are of Pliny the Younger. I think they are equal negative reviews, but I
Sure.
think Heady Topper has more positive reviews, just more. And I think that's all it is. Heady Topper probably, and this is just a random number, probably has 10,000 reviews, and Pliny the Younger only has 5,000 reviews. So of course, Heady Topper is going to be the top rated IPA, but Younger is better. Sorry, guys. They only make it 2 weeks out of the year. Good luck trying to get it when you actually can. That's the problem with having a beer. That is the good thing about a beer being so exclusive that it's number 3 in the most top IPAs list ever. And I think now it's at number 2, but I haven't checked it in a cool minute.
But that makes sense, though. Like you said, there's a point of exclusivity to where it could possibly take away from what that grand total score could be because it's not as easily available.
It won't, AJ. Trust me. You should try it. I've had about 70 ounces. This year, I've had about 70 ounces.
I remember
70 ounces, guys. I did the math. I'm not exaggerating. 70 ounces.
I'm not disagreeing
I am
with you.
contributing Younger to my obesity.
As am I. We all gained several pounds of carbohydrates alone from how many ounces we got to have of Pliny the Younger. But you especially, like you said, it's a heavy boy.
Out.
It's a heavy boy.
This
but
year,
is it so delicious?
This year was the year where I was like, why not?
Seriously,
I can do it. I live in California. It's only a 7-hour drive. Why not? It's only 7 hours. That's what I work an 8-hour shift, if not longer. Why not?
Might as well enjoy it. If you're gonna go for it, go for it. And this 2020 was your absolute year to go for it. Like like you said, you drank over 70 ounces of that triple, count them, triple IPA. So that's got to say something to you. If you're a beer fanatic, try the Pliny for Younger beer by Russian River Brewing Co. Again, to those who aren't paying attention, that is the same brewery where we did our IPA, or where we got beers from our IPA giveaway. And again, it wasn't. Oh, John's going to show you right now, I think. Again, oh my God. It's so simple and clean, the design. I can't believe you have
first
a bottle
year
design
being in bottle, by the way.
Very jealous.
First year being in a bottle.
You have no idea how jealous I am of that.
And it's not that hard to get, guys. It's 2 weeks in February, maybe 3 if they still have it in stock. Go there. Russian River, Northern California. You're welcome.
It's worth the adventure for sure.
Now, AJ, let me ask you. Off the top of your head, a random number, but don't over exaggerate. Give me a safe guesstimate of how many IPAs you think you've had in your life.
Oh my God. I would say 87. That was the first number that came to mind.
I would probably say around 92 for me.
So 5 off, not too bad. Okay.
If not, yeah. And I think that's a good number. I can say that we've been around the 100 mark of IPAs.
Yeah, I would say so.
And I gotta ask you, what is your top 3?
My top 3, obviously Pliny the Younger, like we've been talking about.
So
Pliny the Elder. That's got to be probably number 1 or 2 at minimum. Number 2.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
From there, Pliny the Elder. So okay, obviously Elder is going to be less popular than the Younger in my mind. So I would put the Younger then on number 1, number 2, Pliny the Elder, and number 3. Oh, that's a toss-up though. I mean, we were talking about Delicious IPA by Stone Brewing earlier, and I feel like that's just a very reliable IPA, just like their Enjoys by are. I would say maybe Enjoy after, but I haven't had enough of those beers in years to be able to fully be able to give a proper recommendation of that.
AJ, this is
So
why we just get each other.
yeah, because we care. We care.
Yeah, we know we're soulmates, like actual soulmates. Not like this, because mine is probably gonna be younger, elder, and then enjoy by.
Oh, dude, that's very good. Again,
and then president is probably number 4.
oh wow, you would rate it that high, huh? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I just we've had this conversation in the past. I think Pliny for president does taste a lot like elder, but there are their differences.
Yes.
And in the differences is a refreshing take of it's. Now this is something I hate it, so I get it if you guys do, but some people love Coca-Cola and some people really love Coca-Cola lime. It's like it's Coca-Cola, but it has some lime to it
With a twist.
it's different and they love it, and
Yeah.
that's the way I see it. I still love the classic, which is why it's number 2, but I really enjoyed the twist that they put to it, which is number 4, which is Pliny for president. They
I'm
didn't
glad
make
you love it that
drastic
much.
decisions. I don't think it's drastic because I still taste the similarities.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's as good. But I mean, it's number 4 out of probably the 100 beers I've ever tried. But I will say that Lunar Kitten is probably in the top 10. Too.
Sure. No, I
So,
think I think Lunar Kitten deserves it though, because like we've talked about, it's just totally nice and light
where
IPA.
are you at with that beer?
But it's super strong. Again, this is by Los Angeles Ale Works, so you need to give them a try, those of you who are watching and listening, because it's pretty dang good. We've talked a lot about Bottle Logic Brewing, and I'm very glad that we have, but it's nice to have a new brewery on the show right now. So Los Angeles Ale Works, you're doing something great. Keep it up. Yeah, I would have to agree with you. Although, again, I'm still surprised that you would name Pliny for President your number 4 out of all IPAs. I'm not hating it all, because again, this beer in particular has 2s written all over it. It's a double dry hopped 2-stage double IPA. So they put a lot of love and care into this offshoot of Pliny the Elder by Russian River Brewing Co. So it goes to show that it has a lot of thought and heart into it.
I think that Pliny for president is better than this beer. Here we go. I'm gonna do it slow too, guys. You gotta watch the video.
Oh,
We'll
here
say
we
it right
go.
now. See that?
The Heady Topper. For any of you that isn't watching the video
I
episode.
think Pliny for president is better than Heady for Topper. And here's the can. The reason I'm showing the can is to show proof that I've actually had it.
Yeah.
This is my 2nd to 3rd can. I've actually had a few of these now. Heady Topper, from my memory, the biggest thing I get from it, it was the creaminess. It felt like it was a little thicker than an IPA.
Interesting.
Which is why it falls at more towards the bottom of the list for me. Probably number top 20 easily. But if you were to ask me what are the 20 beers, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Sure.
But I can tell you I've had several IPAs that were better than this.
They don't quite belong in the top 10 like everything else that you thought about.
I feel like this is one of those things that, hey, AC/DC has been playing for 10 years. I get they're the greatest band in the planet for 10 years, but guess what? It's the 11th year, and they're not that great. That's the way. That's honest. It's the way I see it. I mean, this was around the time when more microbreweries were opening up, and I think there are more better IPAs than this. It's just this was the IPA to have in the last 7 years. And I think microbreweries blew up in the last 5 years.
Agreed. That said, though, if we found that on tap somewhere, or even canned, I don't care.
Oh, AJ,
I would lose my mind. I'd
go flying.
Yeah.
Now, I will say that 2 of these cans, I took a spontaneous lunch break to drive out of my way to get these.
Nice.
Because it was at the top of the list, and if it's at the top of everybody else, and I'm talking about Beer Advocate, that is the list I'm going off of. It was at the top of the list. I thought, fuck it, I can take a lunch. I'm gonna go get it, and I got it. I got it 3 times, actually 4 times. And the 2 times I've had it, because I shared with my dad the other 2, it was just whatever. And I think this beer is just better.
Wow. How
I'm
about
actually saying this beer, Lunar Kitten, is better than that one.
that 7.5 beer? How strong is Heady Topper, by the way? I'm sure you've told me
Let's
in the
find out.
past, but I do not recall.
8%.
8%. Okay, so 0.5% more. Interesting. And it's not even that strong, and yet it's rated so highly. Wow.
Again, I think it was just around the time when there wasn't as many IPAs.
Sure, no, makes sense, right? There was less competition and sharks in the water at the time. Now,
It's available if you're in the area year round. If you're in the East Coast and you're in the area, it is available year round, which is why I say it's more highly reviewed than the younger, just because it's more easily accessible.
yes,
It's as simple as that.
cumulatively speaking, it's going to acquire more scores and ratings over time when the younger has maybe a couple months out of the year to where it can even
A month and a
acquire
half.
that. Yeah.
Max, like the very max is a month and a half out of the year.
It's so true. It's like if you don't remember to talk about it and to make an official review about it, then it's not going to end up online, and therefore
No.
it's going to fall behind other beers. When at the end of the day, I mean, we're judging an 8.0 IPA, maybe like a double IPA, you can consider it, compared to a 10.0 triple IPA. That's what the Pliny the Younger is, right? Isn't it like 9 or 10%? 11 tops? It's a
Pliny the
lighter
Younger,
triple. I want to say it's like 10%, right?
10.25.
10.25. So excuse me. There you go. So it's a very potent beer. Way more potent than Heady Topper and all that, and even more potent than Lunar Kitten for that matter. But at the end of the day, it seems like the flavor of Lunar Kitten is more your speed though,
I
compared
just
to
finished it.
yeah. I'm about to do myself. Here we go.
Smoothest IPA.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of easily the smoothest, strongest IPAs I've ever had.
I would have to agree with you. It's pretty bomb. I look forward to drinking it again.
I was gonna say I would buy a 6-pack of this and just have it there, just ready for me whenever I want it.
It wouldn't hurt if we bought maybe a pack and took it with us to Vegas, maybe something like that.
if we're able to. I bought this like 3 or 4 months ago. So what are the odds that we can find?
Right.
But I would be down. I would love to take a 12-pack and just drink these all day.
That would be super fun.
Which is why this isn't one of my top 20s, is the fact that I can say that I'm ready to have a 12-pack ready to just kind of chill on.
Absolutely. Well, that said, if you want to hit us up and let us know what we should drink next, let us know on Twitter and Instagram. That's at BeerBellyPod. You can even email us, beerbellypod@gmail.com. If you want to watch the video episodes of this podcast, you can go on YouTube and just search Beer Belly Podcast. On every one of those video episodes, search us up. In the description of those video episodes, we actually have a direct link to our audio episodes. Kind of one thing that I like to do that I find myself doing pretty often is that, say if I'm watching like an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, sometimes I'll start the video episode and then on my commute to work and back, I'll listen to the audio version. And then when I get back home, I'll catch back up on the video version and finish it off that way. I might recommend the same for you because we have a fun time shooting these episodes.
I point at things. I make some faces. You got to watch it on YouTube, guys.
Right. Big time.
You know what? I'm okay with just Spotify, but go out of your way if you can to look at us on YouTube. You would definitely enjoy it.
If you can like the videos, subscribe to us on whatever podcast platform you like to watch or listen to us on. That would be really helpful. If you can rate it and share it with your friends, that would be really cool. If you have friends that are into beer and just drinking and being dumb and stupid like we are, share us with them. It'd be kind of fun to be able to build a cool community and let us know who you guys are. Because again, when we do our next giveaway, it would be cool if you can be a part of it and have a chance of winning. So good luck. And I can't wait for episode 10. We're about to hit double digits actually pretty soon. We're like an episode away.
Yep.
I'm excited.
It's super fun. Do it, guys. Listen.
All right. Well, on that note, John, leave the people with some sexy words of wisdoms, please. Wisdoms? Sure.
Guys, never, ever, ever, ever judge a beer by its cover, because I would, and I'm doing it slow again, slow. I would never in my life ever get a Lunar Kin IPA. This was picked out from my girlfriend, and it ended up being one of the very best IPAs I've ever had. So even if the art doesn't appeal to you, you should probably still try it if it's in the style that you love.
It's a dream.
So 100%. So never judge a book by its cover, because you might find out that the IPA that has the ugliest cover in the world might be your most favorite.
That's so this
That's
cover
John's
ain't that
cool minute.
bad. Very nice. All right. Well, you know where to find us. Again, Beer Belly Podcast on YouTube, at Beer Belly Pod on Instagram and Twitter. Let us know what we should drink next, and we look forward to seeing you next time. We'll catch you then. Subscribe and tell your friends.
guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.